Reducing the punishment for pot. The marijuana debate fires up again.
A traffic ticket for marijuana. One Texas lawmaker wants to reduce the penalty for those caught with pot.
KVUE political reporter Mark Wiggins joins us now live from our Capitol Bureau. Mark?
Well, Tyler, this isn't about legalization. Marijuana would still be against the law. This is a debate over the cost of punishment, and it drew a lot of supporters today. Inside a crowded hearing room at the Texas Capitol, supporters waited to testify before the House Jurisprudence Committee on a bill to reduce the punishment for possession of up to an ounce of marijuana. One of them, Austin mother Jacqueline Finkel.
So we actually spend more to put someone in jail for a nonviolent offense than we spend to educate our children.
The law would do away with jail time, up to 180 days under current law for anyone arrested with an ounce or less of marijuana. It would make the crime a Class C misdemeanor, the equivalent of a traffic ticket, and punishable by a fine of up to $500.
We had about 70,000 arrests for marijuana in Texas based on the last stats that we got. Most of those were for very minor quantities of marijuana.
The bill's author, Houston State Rep Harold Dutton Jr., says prosecuting and jailing those offenders costs the state big money and can become, for some, the beginning of a cycle of jail time.
This may have started with just a half a joint of marijuana, and now it's spiraled into all of these other things.
Rob Campia with the Washington-based Marijuana Policy Project says Texas leads the nation in marijuana-related arrests, costing the state $700 million a year.
The folks of Texas like to think of themselves as fiscal conservatives, and they don't want to see a lot of waste and government bloat. One way to start is to wipe out the penalties for marijuana possession. You could do away with 70,000 arrests, save a bunch of money, empty the courts. It's a big deal in Texas.
The bill would also require offenders to complete a drug abuse course, and those convicted a third time would face jail. The U.S. government has consistently held marijuana to be a dangerous drug.
It causes harm because it's young people that are using it. If you're talking about the
It's not just young people.
The committee itself has been extremely critical of easing punishments, worrying it could increase marijuana use. Dutton disagrees.
Well, I say that we give a ticket to people for running red lights. I don't think that encourages people to run red lights.
And if the bill gets the red light or green, we'll wait and see. Now, Dutton says the committee seems more receptive this year. A few House Republicans have told me they're interested in at least a conversation. So where do you stand? Sound off on the KVUE Insider on Facebook. Live at the Capitol, Mark Wiggins, KVUE News.